I'm glad it doesn't matter. Nonetheless, you're not here to see me, but this gentleman you've already seen earlier today, I'm sure most of you have. Those that have not are in for an incredible treat. Unfortunately, he is here by himself, but he is going to show you something incredible and talk about something incredible. So without any further ado, DragonCon would like to introduce to you the incredible, immaculate, tall, beautiful, talented Nathan Fillion!
Very nice, very nice. Don't worry, we'll wait for you guys to sit down. Can I have a little more feedback on my voice? Wonderful. Welcome, you guys. Look, I don't know if you noticed this. There's 2 chairs up here. I would like to introduce you to somebody. Some vans are scary, the white ones. This is not a scary van. Some ghosts are scary. This guy is more than just a friendly ghost. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely, the talented, the gorgeous Casper Van Dien. Casper, what are you doing here?
I don't know. I guess I'm in a show with you.
That's so true. We brought Casper to wear the shirt.
I'm the model.
Good. Nice hip work. Ladies and gentlemen, and clench, release. Clench, release. Ladies and gentlemen, Casper's wearing a t-shirt from a show you might know called Con Man. It's a little fundraising project we did, a little crowdfunding project we did that we honestly, when we started doing this, we were trying to think of ways to trick our friends into doing work for us. And it turned out to be a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. What was the telephone? When did you get the call for the Con Man? How did that call go down?
I got a call and they said that Alan, you wanted me in this series with you. And
well, Alan did.
Yes, Alan did. That's right. Alan wanted me, and you were in the series.
Yes.
Yes.
I was fighting against you. No, that's not
I think it's true. Well, I hadn't worked with you since I first met you.
Well, so here's where we first met,
yes.
Ladies and gentlemen. 66th Street, West Side, Upper West Side, Manhattan. I can't remember the address of that building.
But it's 66 in Columbia or Broadway, but it is.
Yeah, between Columbus and Central Park West.
Yes.
I was working on a soap opera.
And I was working on a soap opera. I was actually leaving the soap opera because I was no longer wanted.
As Casper was making his exit, I was making my entrance. And this handsome fella came walking in the door, and everybody went, "Oh my God, Casper's here! Casper!" Everybody made such a big fuss. I was like, "Who's this guy?" Cut to, first of all, he's super nice guy, super wonderful. Everybody loves him. That's for good reason. Cut to, I don't know how much longer, I auditioned for a little project called Starship Troopers. I'm in a hotel room in like lower midtown, and there was an office in this hotel room. Had an office area, a big office. It was a big room, and there's a desk there with a phone. And I'm auditioning for Paul Verhoeven, and the phone goes off. The phone starts ringing, and I'm kind of looking at it, and no one's making a move, and I keep doing the scene. It was the most awkward audition with this phone going off in the middle of it.
I'm sorry, I wanted to talk to Paul.
It was Casper on the phone.
Yeah.
But I was auditioning for your role.
You would have been a great Johnny Rico.
Because when
Wouldn't you have been a great Johnny Rico?
When someone says hot-blooded Latino, the first thing you think is Nathan Fillion.
Or Casper Van Dien.
Or Casper Van Dien.
You know, it's like, what's that, typecasting?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But you've got some hot blood in you.
Well, yeah.
The hottest.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, too bad things didn't work out for me.
I think, yeah, too bad. I mean, Captain Hall.
So the phone call.
I think worse. I mean, you guys. The thing is, you guys had the Starship Troopers uniforms in that little series.
We did. We recycled your.
I know.
Armor.
You guys didn't bring me back in the uniform.
We were dirt poor on Firefly, so we used their armor for our army guys.
Our Federation.
Alliance.
Yeah, the Alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was part of the Alliance, I guess.
We're tied together in so many ways.
We are.
It's ridiculous. So the phone call.
Con man, would you do this, Casper? Yes.
We're
Don't say anything.
We're like that was easy. He said yes. He said yes. That's great. He said yes. That's great. Yeah, we were really pleased that. And Casper came into it knowing full well the whole gag was he never says a word. But he's always the bartender. Anywhere Alan goes, there's a bar. This guy's the bartender.
That's a shaker.
That's a bar shaker.
What are you guys thinking?
Seriously.
There's children.
Come on.
Making the drink. Season 2 I did with both hands. You don't even want to know season 3.
Complicated. So we were really pleased that Casper was on board for this lengthy, what turned out to be like a season-long gag with a punchline in the second season. That was really actually quite wonderful. How was your time on how was it being directed by Alan Tudyk, first of all?
Alan is awesome. I mean, I know you guys are really good friends, but for me, Alan he's super funny, super smart, and he's just got all these great ideas going on the whole time, and he's an actor. An actor as a director, I think, is a fabulous thing because they understand what we go through, and the relationship is better. But it was one of the friendliest environments I've been on a set for me, and it's almost 30 years for me now. I'm a little bit older than you, but just a little bit. Tiny, a little bit. But I loved it. I actually had the best time. So when they brought me back for season 2, it was awesome. Except for then he threw lines at me, which is very complicated for me. Why are you laughing?
Casper isn't a strong reader. He moves his lips. No, that's me. I move my lips when I read. I can only read as fast as I can move my lips.
Well, actually, it's funny, it's because I'm dyslexic, and I was actually held back in first grade because I couldn't read.
Oh, my dog?
Yeah.
So, are there microphones set up for questions at this point?
Or I can run out to the audience, and actually we can do it that way.
Casper, I like this idea.
Question number 1. Oh, here we go, right here. This is for Nathan Fillion. Yes, ma'am?
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, what's your name?
Martha.
Tell Casper, don't tell me.
What? Say that again, Martha.
Hi, Casper.
Hi, Martha.
I love you in Starship Troopers.
He's fetching, right? He's fetching.
You had great taste.
So, we haven't actually had an opportunity to see Con Man yet, but I know it's on our list.
I don't know if you guys heard this. She said, we haven't had the opportunity to see Con Man yet. Yet here we are at a Con Man panel.
And I'm wearing a Con Man
Asking
t-shirt.
the first question. This actually warms my heart. Please continue. Would you like to ask me anything like, what's it about? What's going on?
We're here for you.
What was that?
We're here for you.
You came to the right place.
So, my question is is there any truth to there being another Firefly series?
So here's how I get into really big trouble. Side note, I just noticed an amazing Steve Zissou costume in the audience. That's really wonderful. Thank you. Here's how I get into big trouble. I make jokes about there being another Firefly season. I make a joke, and that joke does not translate into print, which is where it winds up going on the internet. So here's what I will say instead of making a joke about it. In my heart of hearts, and I know there's a whole bunch of people that were in Firefly that it's in their hearts as well, we would all love to do more Firefly. If there was to be another season of Firefly, do you think you'd find out offhand here just by saying, hey, will there be more? Probably not. Probably not. It's probably going to be Jaws in a big press conference, right? Go find a comment question.
Okay, comment. What she asked, what was it about? That was the second question. And if there's a second season of Firefly, can I be in it? Because, you know...
Yes, you'll be the first to die. There we go.
I'm gonna hold you to that. All right. Besides what's Con-Man about...
This one back there.
Con-Man questions.
If you had a choice between doing another season of Con Man and a Clint Eastwood Western, which would you pick?
What was that? What was that?
If you had a chance to do another season of Con Man or a Clint Eastwood Western, which one would you do? I mean, it's a rhetorical question. It's a rhetorical question.
Alan Tudyk. I love you, buddy. But Clint Eastwood just called. That's how that would go down.
He actually has a comic book about coming to Comic-Cons, and that's now going to be in it. I'm going to make sure that winds up in it. The question is, who's on your wish list for Con Man to show up as cameos?
Who's on my wish list? Gosh, we have a list of people who would be fantastic in comment that we never got a chance to. I'm really trying. This kid's really upstage in everything I do. And watch this. He's going to grow up to be a director, and I'll be begging him for a job. And he'll bring this up, and he'll go, "Remember that time?" We have like a laundry list of people that we would think would never. We would go through all the cool shows that are on TV. We'd go to the Defenders. We'd go to Arrow. We'd go to Flash. We got a couple from Flash. We got someone from Flash. We would pilfer people you already know that we already love. You know who was upset he didn't get in? Breckin Meyer. We'd have to get Breckin Meyer in there. Right? Not really sci-fi, but sure fun to have around.
John Barrowman.
Yeah, and he'd have it in his contract, you have to slap his ass.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, what's your name?
It's Maria.
Hi, Maria.
So it is a Con Man question. Do you play the Con Man game app? And if you do, what level are you on?
I've been playing like crazy, and then I kind of broke my addiction a little bit. I go back and I visit now and again. I'm really upset with that guy who keeps losing his pills. I just like, stay sick then. Really bugging me. I have a hard time finding the pills. I'm just about to switch over my bathrooms to the ones with the swans on top and the waterfalls, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to that. I was actually thinking of that not too long ago when I was visiting the bathroom. Bathrooms in this hotel are quite lovely and kind of luxurious and nice. I remember being in Blackpool, England, with who, I think Alan was there with me, and he said, boy, this bathroom could really use a mop and a bucket. And I said, this bathroom could use some gas and a match.
Good evening, Nathan. I too have a con man question.
Please?
Is there ever a chance that the episodes are going to show up on a cable network or on network TV that we can watch all the seasons we want?
Funny you should ask. Funny you should, Casper, do you know the answer to this
I
question?
do know the answer to this, Nathan. It's very
Please
interesting.
take it away, Casper.
I do. Con Man is now going to be seen on Sci-Fi Channel. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you,
Producer.
and to you too. Thank you very much. Yeah, we just, Alan and I sat down in front of some cameras. We filmed a couple of little promos, just the two of us yiping at each other, and they cut them all up to make us look clever. I love when they do that. So yes, they're gonna do like a bit of a con man marathon on Sci-Fi. I'm not sure exactly the dates on that because I'm really not. What? On next Saturday.
Next, are you serious?
Oh, it was a man. Sorry, sir. Just kidding. What?
Well, that's awesome.
Excellent, yes.
That's awesome.
Another question. The young lady over here. This is working out really well.
Yes,
Casper,
you
I'm so glad you came.
Oh, and you were going to ask about when is Casper Van Dien, the bartender, going to be added to the app of the stars of the con man game?
First, I have to say that a few years ago when you were here, you taught Alan how to take a selfie with my camera. So you started the selfie revolution. Did you know that you did that?
I remember when the Canon ELPH, remember the first digital cameras that were coming, those little Canon ELPHs? I really liked them. They had an assist light, a little orange light that would come out of them. And it was like the center of the photo. And if you put it like down on your shoulder, right next to the person you were next to, you'd have a perfectly framed selfie. And yes, I invented them. You're welcome. As far as teaching Alan how to do a selfie, Alan doesn't learn anything. You can take that to the bank.
You tried to teach him.
Right.
Anyway, I use that every year at DragonCon. It's DragonCon time. Here's Nathan and I. My question is, so you seem to be more of the leader between you and Alan. How is it having Alan direct you in Con Man?
Is that what it seems like? Oh my God. I confess, when I come to these conventions, I'm not terribly interesting. So what I do is I kind of play a parody of myself for you guys. But when I'm just hanging out alone with Alan, Alan is far more clever, I think, than anybody really quite understands. And if you were to ask him about his acting, his process, you would start to get a glimpse at the kind of inner workings. He is moving always. I think it's hilarious that I've seen between the two of us, Captainy. That might be something we as an audience are putting out there, maybe kind of as the final, contributor to the process as the audience member. But Alan, what did you think of Alan as a director?
Alan is extremely creative, and he does know a lot about the process, and he's got a lot going on. But I have another question to add on to that real quick. Who do you think has more awareness when it comes to geek culture?
Oh, me.
I knew it, see? He reads more comics.
Yeah, I'm steeped in comics.
Yes.
From a very young age.
Did you guys know that about him? What?
I had my own comic book rack, guys. You know the squeaky ones that squeak, and you turn it and it's on a little carousel. It says comics for all ages.